If you needed any proof to really definitively show that Donald Trump's election challenges have been a complete and total farce from the start, then let me just throw one number at you. $75 million. $75 million is how much money Donald Trump's Political Action Committee has on hand, and that's how much money they have raised from individuals in both late 2020 and all through 2021 to fund election challenges and audits. They have spent $0 on challenges and audits. They have spent nothing. They've raised money telling people they're going to do these things. You know, you got to give us money so we can challenge the election, so we can fight these things in court, so we can fund these audits. You have to give us the money. And people, these poor, gullible MAGA hat wearers said, take all you need from me. And the Trump PAC said, oh, well, bless your little heart. Thank you so much. Now we can do nothing with your money. Oh, except, of course, we're paying for Donald Trump's travel. We're paying staff salaries, but we're quite literally doing nothing else. Nothing at all. Their final expense report is going to come out in just a few days. They have to file that with the FEC by July 31st. So we'll see what exactly they're spending money on. But again, we do know for certain that they're not spending any of it on the election challenges that they told people they were going to fund with this money. It was a grift from the start. And these poor little MAGA suckers got duped right into it from the very beginning. See, Donald Trump never had any intention of actually spending his own money on any of this. Right now, he's more than happy to let state governments fund a little bit of it. Private donors come in and they can donate some, but he's not going to spend his own money on this wild goose chase, on a snipe hunt, basically. He knows that what they are looking for doesn't actually exist. And he knows that even if it did exist and they did find it, there's still nothing that would overturn the results of the election. I think about that for a moment. Even if Arizona got overturned, which it can't be and it won't be, that doesn't change the results of the election. There is nothing he can do to become president again, but he doesn't want his supporters to know that. Because if his supporters were to accept that reality, they would stop giving him money. If they stop giving him money, then who's going to pay for all of his travel? Right? Who's going to pay for all these stupid little rallies that he's still holding? You know, who's going to pay for all of this? Who's going to pay for the staff for the Political Action Committee? You are. You are, Mr. and Mrs. Gullible MAGA American. You're the ones paying for it. You're not funding election audits. You're not funding election challenges. You're not funding legal challenges. Although, of course, actually, you are paying some of Donald Trump's legal bills. I will say that. Forgot to mention the report did say you're paying some of his legal bills because, you know, the guy's got a lot of them because, you know, he's the subject of 24 different lawsuits at the moment, not to mention the investigation still taking place in New York. So you're paying for all of that to a degree, but you're not paying for the thing that he told you you were paying for because it was a grift from the start. If he can use other people's money to do quite literally anything, he's going to opt to use your money instead of his own. Gets to keep more in his pocket, and these Republicans think he's actually doing something about the 2020 election.